when the question came up regarding the UPP, I was saying that I think the UPP needs to do a full review of their situation and their performance in the election. I think that they ought to consider looking at changing leadership, of course, and I think that that process is made easier by virtue of the fact that the current leader does not hold a seat in Parliament. At the same time, however, I don't believe that they should constrain their search to the persons who are in Parliament. I think they should adopt the NDC approach and choose a leader that is apparently the most attractive based on their best information, Antiguans at home or abroad, and install that person in the safest seat for the UPP and have that person advance towards, getting the party back into office. But I think they have a golden opportunity now to do that. I also feel that they need to look at setting up some kind of a philosophy or pillars or principles, some kind of a philosophical statement so that Antiguans understand what the UPP stands for. So I would say post haste, new leadership, pillars, establishing the pillars or the philosophy of the UPP, and then after that they can get out and start to press the flesh as quickly as possible and get people to know them as a party and as candidates and so on, so that whenever the next election is called, they'll be ready. And my sense is that it should be done within a year, so that they have a level of readiness, as you approach the 3-year mark for sure.
Are there likely to be by-elections given the age of some of the people who have won on the ABLP side? Thinking of Sir Robin Yearwood, Sir Maudlin Joseph, and even Stedward Cutie Benjamin. Are there likely to be by-elections in those constituencies soon, or do you see these gentlemen going the full 5-year term?
Yeah, no, Desmond, actually that was the correction that Dr. George Brathwaite, who was on the program also, he was saying, because I said a year, and he said he thinks that 6 months is more in order, largely because of those reasons. My stinking feeling is that this government will probably not want to push by elections simply because they know that if they lose the by election, they lose the government. So my feeling is that they would want to avoid by-elections at all costs, even if it means they have to soldier on with Robin, etc. So I do agree that sooner rather than later, because there's a possibility, because so Robin is not young, and if he popped off at a moment's notice, then you definitely need to have someone available to be able to take that straight.
Finally, Peter, I know you're tired and you must need to get some sleep. Is there a way for Joan Messiah back into the UPP? Is this the end of the road for her and the Democratic National Alliance?
Yeah, sadly, I think it is. I think that she's one of the greatest assets of the UPP, or formerly UPP at this point in time. I think it would be lovely if they could find a way for her to get back. But the sad reality is that it's not likely to happen because there's no interest from their side. And she's basically saying, everybody voted the party. Unless I'm invited back and accommodations are made for the 15 candidates that I have, it's a non-starter. And I think that's ultimately where we are now, that she is likely to face, political oblivion simply because there doesn't seem to be any interest, and she clearly isn't making an impact politically.
This is Antigua Breaking News.